All right, good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. This is How To with Doc Gaddy again. And this video is about how the MROADS system that I told y'all all about a couple of videos ago. Earlier this month, they finally figured out that that system was illegal because of HIPAA laws, and that's why they canceled the system. Now, going into this month, starting on March 10th, which is next week, they're going to start using a new system that they call Genesis. Those of you that are in the military know of Genesis as it is our records keeping system. However, the United States MEPS Command has decided that they are going to use a system called Genesis. Genesis will essentially do the same thing that MROADS did, except that it's going to be more record and pharmacy record gathering. So this video is just so I could tell you about MROADS being canceled. I'm going to do another video today that is going to talk about Genesis, what it's going to do, and what it means if you wanted to enlist in the military or become an officer in the military. So I look forward to speaking with y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. It's How To with Doc Gaddy again. I know a lot of y'all want to join the military. So on 1 January, they started this new system where they go back for 7 years of your pharmacy records to see if you're clear physical or not, ADD, AHD, etc. When you sign your physical forms, there's a consent that allows them to use a third-party company. That third-party company searches your pharmacy records for the last 7 years, and then they compare your pharmacy records to your physical form. If they match, then no issues, which means that you have to try and remember everything from your childhood. If they don't match, because maybe you don't remember it, your packet will be kicked back, and then they will send you a letter, and then in that letter there's a website. You can click on that website, submit your information, and then the third-party company will send you your pharmacy records. Then you have to explain to your recruiter to fix the paperwork so that the chief medical officer will know what it's all about. They will also want you to submit all of your medical records as well that are part of your pharmacy record. For example, you went to the ER and they gave you Oxycontin because you had a broken bone. They'll want to know, why did you go to the ER, what bone was broken, and did you take the medicine or not? That's how it works. In this video, we're going to upload the slides that talk about this program. So up front, the program is called MROAD. It consists of two different systems. One of the systems is called the Prescription Medication Reporting System. Again, it's a third-party system that enables MEPS, which is where you join the military at, to search and print out your prescription history. The other part of the system is called the Joint Long Retrieval Viewer. That one is for prior service military persons that are wanting to rejoin, as well as military dependents. In other words, our spouses or our children. That system goes back 5 years. Okay? These documents, or this system, is based on you filling out the documents. For example, the form that we use, which is the 680, which is a request for examination. It allows us to create your profile. The physical form is where you disclose all of your medical history. The Fair Credit Reporting Act allows them to pull your pharmacy records. So that's how that works. The way the system works is once we submit your packet that says, hey, they want to enlist, MEPS has 1 business day to pull your records. They review your records against your physical form and determine if there are any issues or not. Those searches are done by a medical tech or a human resources tech. On your request for examination, we'll ask you for your name, your date of birth, your social security number. And then down at the bottom, you'll sign it and date it. Now, if you are under age 18, your parents will sign and date it. The next form that we fill out is the Fair Credit Reporting Act form, where again, we fill out your information. We fill out your parents' information if you're under 18. And then on that form, you'll authorize the release of all medical records. Once we submit it, MEPS will review it to make sure that the paperwork is complete. For example, are all the forms signed? Does it have the correct information, etc.? If it is, then the pre-screen will move forward and they'll pull the record. If it is not, they'll kick it back to us and then we'll have to sign it all. Now, the PMRS system, they compare the printout against your physical form. If the physical form matches the printout, then you move forward and you have no issues. If the physical form does not match the printout, they kick it back, they cancel your reservation, and if you're an Army recruit, you could lose your job that you picked up front. The printout consists of name, social security number, date of birth, etc. If there are no medications listed on the printout and it matches the physical form, then you will receive what's called a PA, a Papa Alpha code. That means processing authorized. If the printout contains medications that were not listed on the physical form, then the physical and the packet will be kicked back and it will be coded as a PR, which means it is not ready. So once it's kicked back, they cancel your reservation, they send you a letter, and then it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for everything to be cleared up. During that time, you would lose the job that you picked and everything just falls through. Now, the bottom line for this new system is that the applicant must be honest with their complete medical history. If you don't know, ask your mom, ask your dad. As long as there are no issues, there should be no issues with you processing at MEPS. As a recruiter, and just like I always do, we tell the applicants to just tell the truth, because as a medic, I know most of the things that'll disqualify you anyway. The chief medical officer will have access to your prescription reports and will need you to justify why certain medications were prescribed to you. Like I said before, the primary system goes back 7 years and it gets pulled on every applicant. The other system, which is known as the JLV, is for prior service and dependents, and it only goes back 5 years. This system has gone into effect in an effort to save the military money. Because what has happened all too often is that an applicant who has a medical issue hides it. They go to basic training, the issue comes up, and they get put out of the military. The problem is that once the CMO, the Chief Medical Officer, during your MEPS visit signs off on your packet, that is a snapshot in time. So that when you go to basic training, AIT, which is your job school, or later schools, or you make it all the way through and you join a unit, then the Army has to pay you disability for a pre-existing condition. This system has been put in place to try and stop that, to stop the millions and millions of dollars that are outlaid for pre-existing conditions, and to ensure that the military has the best applicants who will be able to have 20, 25, or even 30-year careers like me. These slides will be uploaded into this video, and as always, if you have any questions whatsoever, or you would like to reach out to me, my email address is located in the description. You can also feel free to leave comments. I will respond to them as I can. So in closing, I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention so that you know what's going on, so you can plan effectively, and so that you can put your best foot forward should you decide to join this wonderful organization that we call the U.S. military. Thank you for watching, and as always, like and subscribe. Goodbye.